Algebraic equations. Let's solve some algebraic equations in this video. Okay, so the first example I'm gonna take, if I have the algebraic expression x minus 2 divides 4 plus x plus 1 divides 3 equals to 1. This is the algebraic equation, not the algebraic expression, because if this is expression, but if you involve equality, then you have algebraic equation, right? So this is my algebraic equation. I have to solve for x, right? We need to solve this algebraic equation, right? Okay, so how do we solve that algebraic equations? As you can see, these two are fractions and they add up together. They have the different denominator. So how do we add the fractions with a different denominator? Recall that concept. We have to make the same denominators, then we need to add just the numerators, right? How do we make the same denominator? So in order to make the same denominator, this fraction is going to multiply by 3 and this fraction is going to multiply by 4, the opposite denominators, right? The whole fraction is going to multiply, keep that in mind. Okay, all right, so let me multiply this whole fraction. We have 3 times x, 3 times 2 is 6 and 3 times 4 is 12. And here we have 4 times x, 4 times 1 is 4, 4 times 3 is 12 equals to 1. Now we have the same denominator, right? When you have two fractions, they add up together with the different denominators. We have to make the same denominators by finding the common multiple. So 4 and 3, their common multiple is 12. So it is better to multiply the fractions with the opposite denominator. This fraction is multiplied with the opposite denominator 4 and this with its opposite denominator. This one is with the opposite denominator 3. Okay, so whenever you're multiplying the fraction, it means the numerator and the denominator both should be multiplied. You're not supposed to multiply with the numerator only, not the denominator, right? So whatever operation you're applying on the numerator, the same operation you have to apply to the denominator. Keep that in mind. Okay, now let me simplify. Now you can see they add up together. They have the same denominator. Now numerator is add up together. 3x minus 6 plus 4x plus 4 divides 12 equals to 1. Okay, 3x plus 4x, that is equals to 7x. Okay, minus 6 and plus 4 is negative 2 divides 12. This is equals to 1. My bad, sorry, we're not supposed to put the equality sign here because we already have the equality sign. Okay, now we have to cross multiply. 7x plus 12 equals 12 is going to multiply by 1, cross multiplied, right? Okay, now we have 7x minus 12 equals to 1 times 12 is 12 and you have 7x is equals to 12. We are shifting this minus 12 on the other side, it becomes plus 12, right? Okay, now let me solve that expression. Equation 7x is equals to 12 plus 12 gives you 24 and x is equals to 24 divided by 7. So this is the solution of the algebraic equation. You just need to solve for x. You can see this is your algebraic equation and you got the solution, right? Okay, now let me practice one more question similar to that. Okay, if I draw the margin line between these two questions. Okay, now the second one is the same. We have a fraction x over x minus 1 and negative 3 over 2x minus 1 equals to 1. Again, this is the algebraic equation. You have two fractions and they subtract, right? So now you can see when the two fractions subtract and you have a different denominator, you have to make the same denominators, right, by multiplying with their common multiple. But now here you have the expressions in the denominator. You don't have a simple whole number or a natural number. You have the expressions. So how can we do this? We need to cross multiply it basically, right? Okay, so we need to cross multiply it. So here we can say 2x minus 1 is multiplying with x. This x is multiplied with 2x minus 1. Negative 3 is multiplying with the expression x minus 1. Divides, we need to combine the denominator, which is x minus 1 into 2x minus 1, and that is equals to 1. Right. Now in the next step, x is distributed 2 times x square minus x minus 3 times x minus times minus plus 3. That is equals to, this whole thing is multiplied with 1. It means x minus 1 and 2x minus 1. Okay. Now here we have 2x square and minus 1 and minus 3 is minus 4x and plus 3. Let me simplify my right hand side. Again, I'm putting the equality, sorry. X times 2x square, x times minus 1 minus x, minus 1 times 2x minus 2x, minus 1 times minus 1 is plus 1. So 2x square minus 4x plus 3 is equals to 2x square minus 3x plus 1. Okay, now we have to combine all the terms to one side of the equation to solve for x. Okay, so before combining, you can see 2x square is same on both sides. You can easily cancel it out, or when you are shifting this 2x square on other side, it becomes minus 2x square, with plus with minus both are already cancelled out. Okay, now we can say minus 4x plus 3 is left on my left side, and minus 3x plus 1 is left on my right side. Now combining the x terms on the left, minus 4x and minus 3x shift on the left becomes plus 3x, and here we have 1, 3 shift on the right, it becomes minus 3. Minus 4x and plus 3x is just minus x, and here you have minus 2. Negative sign is cancelled out with negative sign, so the simplified answer for that algebraic equation is x is equals to 2. All right, now let's do some word problems related to the algebraic equations. Okay, so the first word problem is, the area of a square is half the area of a rectangle, find x. Okay, so first we need the area of a square, and then we need the area of a rectangle. This is a square and this is a rectangle, so we must know the two formulas, right? So area of square is side square, and area of rectangle is length times width. Okay, now area of a square is half, equals to half the area of a rectangle. We need to solve for x. Okay, so area of a square over here is side square, which is side length is x. So you can say area of a square is x square. That is equals to half of area of a rectangle. What is area of a rectangle? Area of a rectangle is length multiplied by width. Length is 2 times x plus 4, multiply the width is x minus 2. All right, I hope you understand how I make the convert the statement into the equation form. Okay, now this x square, we need to solve for x. Now 1 by 2 into 2 times x plus 4 into x minus 2. Now you can see we can easily cancel this 2 with this 2. 2 by 2 is just 1, right? We are just solving for x. Okay, so we have x squared, that is equals to x times x is x square, x times 2 minus 2x, 4 times x is 4x, 4 times 2 minus 8. So here we have x square equals to x square plus 2x minus 8, because 4x minus 2x is 2x, right? Okay, now this x square and this x square is cancelled out on both sides, or when you're shifting x square on the other side, positive x square, negative x square is itself cancelled out. It's just 0, and we have 2x minus 8. So here we can say 8 is equals to 2x. I shifted the 8 on the other side, becomes positive 8, and 8 divided by 2 equals to 2x divided by 2. To solve for x, we need to divide both sides by 2. 2 times 4 is 8, right? So the simplified answer over here is x is equals to 4. Now we get the solution of that algebraic equation, which is equals to 4. All right, let's practice another word problem question related to algebraic equations. The area of a square, again they need area of a square, exceeds the area of a rectangle by 15 meters square. Find y. Okay, so area of a square is side square, area of a rectangle is length times width. We have done in the previous question. Exceed means plus 13 by 13, right? So area of a square, area of square exceeds 13 area of rectangle. So in area of rectangle, you add 13 square meter, right? This is how you have to make the convert the statement into the equation. Area of a square is side square, side is y, so it's y square. Area of a rectangle is length times width, length is y plus 1, width is y minus 3 and plus 13. Now let me solve for y. Here we have y squared, and here distribute y inside the bracket. Y times y times minus 3, 1 times y, 1 times minus 3, and then plus 13. Okay, now here we have y square equals to y square. Now minus 3y and plus y becomes minus 2y, and in 13 take away 3 is just plus 10. Okay, now again y square and y square on both sides is cancelled out. Okay, and here we have 0, and here we have minus 2y plus 10. Shift the minus 2y on the other side, becomes plus 2y. This is equals to 10, and what y is dividing by 2? 2 times 5 is 10. 2 times 1 is 2, 2 times 5 is 10. So here we can say the y value is equals to 5. So this is a solution for y, which is equals to 5. All right, so the another third word problem is the area of a rectangle is shown, area of a rectangle shown exceeds the area of a square by 2 centimeter square. Find x. We know area of a rectangle is length times width, area of a square is side times side, or side square we can say. So area of a rectangle, this is a rectangle, its area is, so here we can say area of rectangle shown is exceed area of square by 2 meters square, right? So area of a rectangle here is length times width, length is x plus 2, width is x minus 1, area of a square is x times x, which is x square plus 2. Okay, we need to solve for x. Now let me distribute x inside the bracket. X times x is x square, x times minus 1 is minus x. Distribute 2, 2 times x is 2x, 2 times minus 1 is minus 2. This is equals to x square plus 2. Right, now we have x squared, and here we can say minus 1 and plus 2 is just plus x minus 2. This is x squared plus 2, right? Now let me combine all the terms to the left. X squared plus x minus 2, and this becomes minus x squared, and minus 2 is equals to 0. Now you can see positive x squared and negative x squared is cancelled out, and we are just left with x here. Minus 2 is minus 4 equals to 0. Now x should be equals to positive 4 by shifting the 4 on the other side. So this is the value for 4. Let's practice one more word problems. You have Geeta has n stems. So total number of stems Geeta has n. Ravi has twice as many stems as Geeta. So Geeta has n stems. We can write Geeta has n stems. Ravi has twice as many stems as Geeta. Sanjay has 7 fewer stems than Ravi. Okay, so let me write down for Sanjay. Sanjay has 7 fewer stems than Ravi. Ravi has 2 times n stems, so minus 7. Altogether, the 3 children has 108 stems. Altogether, the 3 children has this much stems. So altogether, it means we need to add all of them and their sum should be equals to 108. Form an equation in n. Let me form an equation in n. So Geeta plus Ravi plus Sanjay, all together they have 108 stems. This is equation in n. Solve it and find the number of stems Sanjay has. For Sanjay, we need to figure out the number of stems. Basically, for solve for n, so 2n plus 2n plus 1 is 5n minus 7. This is equals to 108. Here we have 5n is equals to 108. We need to take away 7. Okay, but, no, not take away, add 7, because when you're shifting minus 7 on the other side, it becomes plus 7, right? In 108, add 7. This is equals to 115, and to n, the number of stems 115 divided by 5. So simplify. 5 times 1 is 5 times 2 is 10, 5 times 3 is 15, 23. So n is equals to 23. When the n value is 23, we need to figure out the number of stems Sanjay has. Okay, so how many stems Sanjay has? Okay, so we can say Sanjay has 2 times n minus 7 stems. Okay, so 2 times 23 minus 7. Okay, let me simplify it. 2 times 23, 46. Take away 7, which is equals to 39. So Sanjay has 39 stems out of 108 total number of stems, right? So this is how you have to answer the algebraic equation questions, the simple questions and the word problem questions. I hope you understand the topic algebraic equations. If you still have any queries, you can ask me in the comment section. Thank you for watching. See you next time. Take care.